Oh, Merry Christmas.
That's, was that supposed to be Santa?
Yeah, it was very good. Did you not love us?
Well, it reminded me, I've just been to the pantomime, Jack and the Beanstalk,
Yeah.
and it reminded me of the giant when he goes fee, fi, fo, fum. It's a bit scary, if I'm honest.
Did you enjoy the panto? Was he behind you?
Yes, well, yes, I did, Sean. Oh, yes, I did.
I thought, in the season's best interest, I thought we could have a look and see what people are eating around the world for Christmas. I realise not every country in the world celebrates Christmas, but you'll have to bear with me. So I've done a bit of research with the help of Mr. AI, who, interestingly, today, Equity have decided they want to strike over because they don't want AI involved in, this is British Equity, in any, but that's a side issue. So let's go around the world. Now, obviously here we have roast turkey and pigs in blankets and Brussels sprouts, which I like Brussels sprouts. Do you like Brussels sprouts?
I love Brussels sprouts.
Yeah. I know they're not very good later in the afternoon, but a lot of because I do the cooking in our household, a lot of the recipes I've been looking at lately talk about shredding Brussels sprouts. And even, I mean, your good lady maybe does that. I don't know. The Scandinavians like shredding things up, don't they?
They do. We have, and Yvonne cooked it last week, we have red cabbage.
Red cabbage?
Red cabbage.
Yeah, like a coleslaw. Well, cooked.
Cooked, yeah. And that's obviously shredded, and that's how we get around that. You didn't mention stuffing, which I think is important.
Well, do you have stuffing?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
We got the sage and onion one, which is always very nice. Although I've noticed that supermarkets these days, there was a very helpful article in something which ranked them all. And one of them, the one we go to, didn't rank them well at all. They're kind of dry, but then you get the softer one, which I can't remember what the stuffing is, but you get the hard sort of sage and onion one, and then you get the softer one, don't you? But yeah,
you do.
Some people, which I do object to, also serve Yorkshire pudding with their Christmas lunch or dinner.
Do you object to that? Why do you object to that then? You're
because
not
Yorkshire
pudding.
No, it goes with
beef.
What's beef? Thank you.
Well, it does go with, but I think it's just part of the. I've always had Yorkshire puddings with my Christmas dinner, but you don't have Yorkshire puddings then.
Well, we do, but I do object to it.
Do you? Yeah. Grinch. I object, Your Honour. Yorkshire pudding for Yorkshire.
Things have come in. So we now, at our breakfast, we have to have Bucks Fizz.
We do that, my other half.
But I'm thinking, well, where did that come from?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't remember Mum and Dad bringing Bucks Fizz. I don't think anyone knew what it was.
No, they didn't have champagne or sparkling wine for breakfast. I mean, when we used to go out,
we didn't have it at all for breakfast.
Pommain was the stuff in that day.
I'd forgotten about that. What on earth was it? Pommain.
I think it was a cheap version of sparkling wine, wasn't it?
So somebody had got a bottle of wine and somehow put a bit of fizz in it.
Yeah, it'd been laid down for a few days as opposed to a few years.
Do you think they put it through that? What was that thing called where you could make your own soda water?
Oh, Soda Stream. Soda Stream.
That's how they did it. Soda Stream.
Yeah. God, what a con that was. You paid, it was all about the game, wasn't it? Busy with the fizzy, their thing was the trade.
Cool, you remembered though.
Yeah, you paid about 12 quid for this bottle of concentrate, didn't you? And then put it with water and produced a glass of cola or whatever it was. Other brands are available, which you could have bought a huge 5-litre bottle for half the price down at the local co-op.
Well, it's a bit like, I guess you have one of these coffee machines with the capsules, don't you? I bet you have one of those.
We've got a few of those kicking around, yeah.
But it's like, that's the new way. It's the new equivalent, isn't it? Where you think, oh, that sounds great. I'm paying sort of 70 quid for this. It's always silver, this silver unit with an Italian-sounding name.
Yeah.
It makes all the right noise. Like that. And then you realise you've got to pay 80 quid for 20 capsules every week.
They got you once you bought the machine, didn't
That
they? Yeah.
because oh wow, I spent 70 quid on a machine. Never mind, you spend another 1,000 quid a year on
But
capsules.
that's what George Clooney uses, so it must be. he's. I'm sure
Well,
George
Soda
Clooney
Stream.
doesn't make his own coffee. He's got some young lady who does that for him, I would think.
Definitely, well, several. Yeah. Sorry.
Moving
Anyway,
on,
back to
yeah,
Christmas.
moving
Yeah.
on.
Where?
So
How?
Germany,
What have we done? Germany.
yeah,
Germany.
we're off to Germany and Austria, and
Ooh,
they like a good goose at Christmas,
glad to hear it.
as you would expect.
With or without the Lados.
Well, there's often and in line with your good lady, often
You well hope
not
not.
that your good lady does a good goose.
You're about to be cancelled, Sean.
But it's often served with red cabbage and potato dumplings. And on Christmas Eve, it says here, many a German eats simple sausages and potatoes. So that sounds quite nice. A bit of bratwurst on Christmas Eve. Because we've got this thing, haven't we, where half of the world seems to celebrate more on Christmas Eve and the other half seems to celebrate more
Scandinavia do.
on Christmas Day. Yeah.
They bring actually Santa comes in the house.
Does he?
And gives, every house has to have a Santa outfit because you make a deal with your neighbour, that he'll come to yours and then you'll go to theirs. Or in Yvonne's case, what used to happen is her Uncle Bruno used to leave the room suspiciously at 7 p.m. and come back at 7:15. Well, he didn't, but Santa would come back at 7:15. And the kids not being, they're not that slow. After a couple of years, they thought, why is it that Uncle Bruno always disappears before Santa comes in? But you get given your presents,
on Christmas Eve. Yeah.
Christmas Eve, yeah.
So moving on around Europe, there's a change here, something a bit different. I didn't ask you at the beginning. You might be able to guess this at some point, but there is a country around the world where they have Kentucky Fried Chicken for Christmas.
Is it America?
No, I'm not going to tell you at the moment. You have to wait till the end because we'll keep our audience in suspense that way.
Yeah.
In Italy, they have the Feast of the Seven Fishes, which is quite different, isn't it? Which I'm assuming, I'm not told here, but it's seafood dishes. So we have 7 seafood dishes, and I'm guessing that includes shellfish and locally caught, because they're obviously surrounded by water in Italy, aren't they? So that sounds quite nice, to be quite honest.
So that is their Christmas lunch or dinner, is it? That's what they do?
Yeah. Yeah. And it also, the Christmas Day lunch also features pasta in broth, or brodo, as they call it in Italy.
Yeah.
And they also have roasted meats like veal or turkey to go with it, like a cold table.
What, with the fish?
And that's what I'm assuming. That's what it seems to be
That's
suggesting.
a lot, isn't it? Pasta, fish, meats.
But they all do that, the Italians, when they have these saints' days, don't they, where they drink and eat until the cows come home.
Well, you've only got to look at Pavarotti.
Yeah, he did. Although there's not much fish involved there, I wouldn't have thought. And France, we move on to France. They a lavish feast called La Réveillon, and that's oysters, foie gras, and a roast capon. You know, capons, they're like a Turkish thing, aren't they, capons?
Why are you doing that
I don't know why. That's the wings of a capon.
Is that a turkey riding a horse?
So they go to town. Oysters, that's the language of love, isn't it, really, in France?
Well, very high end. Oysters, foie gras.
Foie gras, and a capon. It says here, they do turkey and chestnuts.
It's a bit like Superman, isn't it? He had a cape on.
Thank you for that. Yeah. Moving on, our Polish brethren, meat-free Vigilia.
Meat-free?
Meat-free, yeah.
I would have had the Poles down for full-on meat. I would have.
And that's on Christmas Eve again.
Okay.
And it consists of 12 dishes with fried carp or pike as the main course. So it's fish again as the main course, preceded by barsus. I don't know what I'm pronouncing that. Apologies to our Polish viewers and listeners. It's beetroot soup in English. So very fish-based again from Poland, which is quite surprised because Poland is sort of landlocked almost. There are some ports up in the north.
But I would have thought definitely Poland. I would have had them down for meat, definitely.
Yeah, you would have thought, wouldn't you? I mean, these are general, so I think that it may be that they have, all these countries have other things as well, but these are the traditional things. And we're moving on to your good lady's neck of the woods now.
Right.
Sweden, it's got down here as a buffet known as julbord.
Yeah.
You heard of that? Julbord?
I
Yeah.
have.
Is that
It's
the
everything.
correct pronunciation?
It's
Julbord.
the
Yeah.
biggest buffet you've ever seen, and there's a funny story here. It's Christmas Eve, isn't it? It's Christmas Eve, isn't it?
It doesn't say when but I'm
Yeah,
sure
well,
it
it
is
is.
Christmas Eve. Yeah, yeah.
We only did this once, and you'll find out why. We were there years and years ago, and Yvonne's mum put on a fantastic, what was it called again?
Julbord.
Euroball, yeah, and it was just loads of it into, you eat too much, don't you? And then, so that was like tea time, and then we went on to have drinks with one of her friends. Oh, I think we arrived about 9 or something, so
Mm.
reasonably late. And of course, they didn't get the memo, and so they said, "Oh, we've made a lovely
Julbord.
yerba." And I looked at her, and she looked at me, and she just said, "Eat, eat." So I had double yerba.
Julbord. Oh, that's quite sweet, isn't it? And I don't know what you had, but it says here Christmas ham,
Yeah.
meatballs, and pickled herring.
And well, we had that, and also those little spicy sausages they love over
Uh,
there.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And
It's what you'd expect, to be fair.
Julbord in the translation is Christmas table, isn't it?
Board is Yule is, as you expect,
Yeah,
Christmas.
yeah,
Board is table. Yeah,
yeah.
that's
Okay.
correct. Yeah,
And just over the border, Norway. You've been to Norway, haven't you?
yeah. This year,
Yeah. Um, Popular dishes include ribbe, which is pork ribs. Ribbe, I'm turning into this is my Scandinavian coming out now. And pinnejot. Pinnejot. Have you heard that? Pinnejot is lamb ribs.
well, there you
But
are.
yeah, there you are. So they have that.
Okay,
And finally, in Scandinavia, Denmark, flæskested. This is more funny than anything else in my pronunciation. Flæskested, which is roast pork or duck with cabbage and caramelized potatoes. That sounds nice, doesn't it?
that does sound nice.
Caramelized potatoes.
What's interesting, isn't it, is how everywhere's so different.
Mm,
There's no theme that runs through all this, is there? Everyone is incredibly different,
everyone's different. Yeah.
which is quite good.
Yeah. It makes for a
We need
change.
we
doesn't
need
it?
to we need to spend Christmas in other countries, don't you
Another
think?
country. Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is what Erasmus was all about, wasn't it? Well, that's another
He was in the
issue.
Bible, wasn't he?
I know there's a shaving cream. So on to the Americas. We're going to rush through these because we've overstepped our
Oh,
time,
okay,
haven't
go
we?
on. Just go through them quickly then.
Roast turkey in the United States and Canada, and in Quebec, tortilla, which is a meat pie, which is interesting, isn't it?
Love a nice meat pie, yeah.
Mexico, tamales and bacalao, that's salted cod, and pozole, which is hominy stew with meat. That sounds
Right.
really nice as well, doesn't it? Brazil, turkey with local fruits alongside the salted cod again, and farfofa, which is toasted cassava flour. These are all South American things, aren't they? Puerto Rico, star dish is pernil, which is slow roasted pork, often accompanied by pastilles, which are plantain parcels filled with pork again,
Right.
like their pork in Puerto Rico. Venezuela, palacas, corn dough stuffed with meat stew wrapped in banana leaves. That sounds interesting, doesn't it? Sort of like
Very nice.
yeah. On to Africa and Asia. Philippines, they've got whole roasted pig. Ethiopia, dorowat, spicy chicken stew served with injera flatbread. That sounds
Okay.
really nice, doesn't it? Yeah, that sounds lovely. South Africa, they have barbecue basically. So that I suppose that's the same as Australia.
Australia,
The
isn't it?
southern
Yeah.
hemisphere, isn't it? And India, the Goa area has a thing called sorpatel, spicy pork and offal stew, holiday staple. And finally, because we've sort of been around the world now, this Kentucky Fried Chicken,
Yeah.
Japan.
No way.
Yeah, Japan. Apparently, it's a speciality for Christmas in Japan. They have to order weeks in advance to be able to get their Kentucky Fried Chicken.
So the Colonel's busy then?
The Colonel's busy, yeah. And it just goes to show how much American culture has invaded Japan since the Second World War, really, doesn't it? It's that's astonishing. And
I
on
would
that,
never have guessed that.
no. And you're having turkey, are you, for Christmas
Yeah,
dinner?
turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're having Indian, as you know.
Yeah.
We're raiding the
Yeah.
local.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
But then I would have that every day if I could.
Yeah. So to all of our viewers and listeners, a very, very, very Merry Christmas, and we'll see you in the new year.
Yeah. Good Yule.